So I will now like to welcome our class, NGSA class of 2022. Put your hands together again for them. This dance there. Thank you once again. So parents, I want to say to us, I include myself as well. When we look at our children, what comes to mind? Future, so many things. But we know that we did a great job. Despite of all the trials and tribulations and whatever came our way, we did it. Because you look in this room today and you're sitting there, you're feeling so proud of our, not your, our children. All right? And I'm so happy as well to see them. We will now have our director's report, and that is Miss Polly Ragnar. Can you kindly put your hands together for her?
All right, everyone, so before I do my part with the report, I'd like to first have the class teachers as well as each location students of Camille's Academy stand for you to see who these brilliant minds of our future will be. So let's start from Suzite. All the graduates of Suzite, along with their class teacher, please stand. Thank you very much. So we're changing up a little. All the parents of these children, please stand. Thank you. So Miss Simone, wonderful job. Let's go to Diamond. All the graduates of Diamond and their teacher, Ms. Gafour, please stand. Can we have the parents to give them a warm applause as well? And let's go to the Crane location. I would like to ask Ms. Prescott, representing the Crane location, and her babies to stand, please. Come on. Awesome. And last but not least, the parents, please stand so we can also give you a huge applause. And last but not least, representing our Lusignan location, Ms. Hadassah, and her graduates, please stand. Awesome. And the parents, let's see. So regardless if you're mommy or daddy or auntie or cousin, All of this would not have been possible without you as well. So as much as we're giving standing ovations to the teachers, the directors and administrators, everybody with management, and our graduates looking so beautiful here today, handsome as well, we must acknowledge the parents' presence too. Now, some of these children would have started all the way from our nursery, pre-K. They would have completed the nursery program. Some would have went on to the primary level, and they would have been able to be successful and as such sitting among this gathering here this afternoon. For those who would have joined the academy at some level, at some class, you are also, or we're happy to say that we are able to have you in, sitting in this gathering so that we can honor you for your hard work and dedication. Now, you'll hear many success stories this afternoon. You will hear of our most deserving students that would have made the top list. But before I go further, I just want to take every opportunity, every single one of them, to let these children know who are sitting in front of us today how special they are to us and how hard that they would have worked, that their achievements is not going on, not looking the other side. So the list of our top 25, I'd like to make mention of those. We have, and this is in no particular order, from across the locations. We have Dianca Duki, who would have had 86%. Please give her an applause. And this is the top 25. Sanjeev Badal, 86%. Ryan Khan, 86%. Jonathan Charles, 86%. Emmanuel Jack, 86%. Giselle Hunt, 87%. Erica Williams, 87%. Mahima Lachman, 87%. Hadassah Harris, 87%. Satram Shaw, 87%. Surya Kamta, 88%. Aiden Singh, 89%. Renata Bagwandin, 89%. Devya Raghunanan, 89%. Trevon Bob, 90%. Aiden Fraser, 90%. Krishna Durga, 91%. Samir Sugdio, 91%. Alyssa C. Prasad, 92%. Zayad Hussain, 92%. Nayaz Ali, 92%. Jonathan Jadubir, 93%. Alyssa Ganesh, 94%. And two outstanding young men. These two boys, well, I've known one of them like all his life. And there is another young man that would have joined the academy a little over a year. And this is where, when I met the parent, she was Miss, I think he deserves another chance. So, okay, the interview was done with the mom and the child, and we went on to accept the child to start the academy. But these two boys would have went ahead to make us really, really, really proud. And I'm not going to call their names right now. So you'll have to wait for those two names as the program moves along so that we can tell you who are our two top performers, and that all I will tell you is that they were both able to attain a place at St. Stanislaus College, so please give them a round of applause. So all these students from 86 to 94, and the top performers 96%, their marks were calculated out of a possible 523, the overall country's marks that was given. The total candidates that wrote NGSA at Camille's and would have achieved 50% and more would have been 58 candidates, that is. Now, 8 pupils were below the 400 mark. 8 pupils of a possible 58 in total. 25 pupils secured 400 to 447 marks. Can we give those children a round of applause? With securing 400 to 447 marks, that would have given them at least between 76 to 85%. All right? We would have had 25 pupils out of the 58 securing 86 to 96%. Those 86, those 25 would be considered our top 25 performers for the NGSA class of 2022. So the overall pass rate at this year's NGSA exam 2022 is at 94% overall for Camille's Academy. The Academy would have embarked on setting a benchmark of 70%. So for us and for the parents and the children as well, you would have done exceptionally well. You would have done exceptionally well because it meant that you were able to surpass our benchmark, that's one. And not only that, you were able to secure schools within your area based on your given score. Now, I'd like to return control over to Ms. Lovell for her to continue. So there you would have had the NGSA stats for all 4 locations combined under Camille's Academy. So please, once more, let's give them a huge round of applause.
Thank you very much, Ms. Polly. Thank you, parents, and may I endorse on what Ms. Polly is saying. Without you, without the collaboration with you, parents, and us, we could not have made this possible here today. So I want to thank the parents as well for always being there. Even though sometimes there may be ups and downs, but we get over it. Like I said, challenges, we have to do what we have to do. In order to see growth, we will continue to do our best. So give ourselves a round of applause. I would like to introduce to you now our National Grade 6 Assessment Specialist, But before I do that, may I have some introduction on her? I would not call the name as yet. So Miss began her teaching career at a tender age of 18 years old at Miss Camille's lessons back in 2000, where I was tasked with teaching grade 5 lessons. So I'm quoting her words. I have been in this profession 22 years and counting. I would have embarked on quite a few studies to try to perfect my knowledge and skills as a teacher, some of which includes child psychology 1 and 2, counseling, blended learning, and online strategies. And I'm currently about to sit my finals for a certificate in primary teaching, and that's at Indira Gandhi University. May I introduce to you Miss Simone Sutton.
Thank you, Ms. Lovell. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Miss Simone.
So, I'm honored and pleased as I stand before you all today. We are here to bid our final farewell to our pupils. My darlings, despite some hard tasks and challenges that you have encountered during the course of your preparation period for NGSA 2022, you've completed this part of your journey with great achievements and beautiful memories. Even though we've had to be tough on you at times, that didn't mean that we loved you any less after. It was just to prepare you for a greater challenge ahead of you and to nurture you to build a strong foundation for your next level. Under our guidance at Camille's Academy, you've attained this impressive milestone in your life with great honor and integrity. Today, I am honored to say we are proud of your many achievements over the years. Your various accomplishments in almost all curricular and extracurricular activities, your sweet memories will forever remain in our hearts. I wish to thank you, our pupils, for the uncommon zeal you all have demonstrated towards your studies, and for my babies at Suzyke, the teacher-pupil relationship we would have developed this past 2 years. I must say, it was by far the best in all my years of teaching, not forgetting your parents for all their support and guidance. My dearest pupils, as you leave this school, or for some of you, the primary department of this school, expect that some challenges awaits you, which of course, I strongly believe by the manner you have conducted yourselves over the years and the skills and knowledge we have imparted in you, you will surely overcome them. At this point, I want to implore my dear outgoing pupils to always see yourselves as good ambassadors of Camille's Academy and never allow selfish interests to blemish the integrity you have nurtured over the years. Be kind and good to people you meet. Allow the words of God to guide you as you journey to greatness. Think big thoughts and be optimistic in whatever you are doing. Most of all, remember, good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better and your better is best. So on behalf of Camille's Academy, I bid you farewell and wish you best of luck in your days ahead. May God bless you all, my champions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Simone. I think she deserves another round of applause. So now I would like to call on our director, Miss Polly, to present our awards. Give them a round of applause.
Let's start with the Korean location. I'd like to call on Miss Prescott to please assist with the handing out of the certificates. So let's call on Ali Nayaz. Oh, Nayaz Ali. Nayaz Ali. Yes, parents, come on. Asif Aziz. Asif. I'm sorry with the pronunciation. Asif. Arif. Arif, my apologies. Sanjeev Badal. Followed by Otino Fowler. Zayad Hussein. Elijah Jack. Aliyah Nazimuddin. Alyssa Sipasot. And Samir Sugdio. Can I have the parents up, please? Thank you very much. So we'll now like to go with the pupils of Luziknan. I'd like to ask Miss Hadassah to please make her way up. First, we'd like to call on Selena Bash. Please give her an applause. Yeah, and then when she finishes. Nandini Bihari. Nagesh Das. Dianka Duki. Alyssa Ganesh. Avinash Jaipal. Mahavir Narain. Janae Purnamasi. Devya Raghunanan. Satram Shah. Aiden Singh.
Test it.
Brian Williams. Aiden Singh. And Erica Williams, but these kids aren't here, so please come up for your group picture. Watch, I stand on the steps one time. Yeah, yeah, so. All right, so please give the pupils of the Lusignan location a huge round of applause. All right, so the pupils for Diamond, as we welcome you up, let's start from Danveer Chetram. Please give him a round of applause. Followed by Krishna Durga. Tamika Goodhart, please make your way up. Giselle Hunt, please make your way up. Come on, parents and everyone, you can do better than that. Surya Prakash Kamta, make your way up. Kevin Massey. Alex Mohammed. Aiden Mordel. Ifia Patterson. Tyreek Williams. And that concludes Diamond. So all the parents and visitors who weren't clapping, you need to give a huge applause now. All right, so the last location, let's start with asking Miss Emma Ann to make her way up and the class teacher, Miss Simone, to do the presentation. Followed by Renata Bagwandin. Trevor and Bob, please make your way up. Jonathan Charles, make your way up. You and Cully, make your way up. Ruben Dijam. Ezekiel Gilgius. Alicia Gonzalez. Hadassah Harris. Amira Harrison. Case Hollingsworth. Anthony Inder. Jonathan Jadubir. And just like the mother, her son, Ryan Khan. Ryan Lakan. Mahima Lachman. Julia Lauchi. Fahi Mohammed. Presentation. Everything. Fahir Mohammed. You can do the class, right? After every presentation, you continue from Miss Prescott. Caitlin Prasad. Selena Sinat. Stephen Sirira. Krishna Surjlal. Isaac Tang. And lastly, Jamal Williams. So parents, we will do a group picture with the teachers and administrators. So start getting yourself aroused so we can come up here shortly. So you would have heard me mentioning earlier about our top 25 performers. So we'll spend the next 5-10 minutes honoring these top students. Bianca, please make your way up. Sanjeev Badal, 86%. Brian Khan, 86%. Bianca. Jonathan Charles, 86%. No, I. Emmanuel Jack, 86%. Giselle Hunt, 87%. Erica Williams, 87%. Mahima Lachman, 87%. Hadassah Harris, 87%. Satram Shaw, 87%. Surya Prakash Kamta, 88%. your way up. Aiden Singh, 89%. Renata Bagwindin, 89%. Devya Raghunanan, 89%. Trevon Bob, 90%. Krishna Durga, 91%. Samir Sugdio, 91%. Alyssa Sipasad, 92%. Zayad Hussein, 92%. Nayaz Ali, 92%. Jonathan Jadubir, 93%. Alyssa Ganesh, 94%. And our two top performers attaining places at St. Stanislaus College, I'd like to call, this child would have attained 502 marks out of a possible 523. Isaac Tang. And last but not least, attaining a place also at St. Stanislaus College, attaining 96%, 503 marks out of the possible 523, our valedictorian of the NGSA class of 2022, Stephen Siriram. I know this mom probably having goosebumps right now. So let's give a huge applause for our top 25. So as we continue in the presentation of the awards, we've got some special awards in the subject areas. These awards are in the categories of their subject areas, and at every location we would like to award our top performance in their specific subject area. Attaining the highest score for mathematics, Alyssa Ganesh from Lusignan. Put on the trophy. Again, attaining the highest score in language for the Lusignan location, no other than Alyssa Ganesh. In social studies at the same location, highest possible score goes to Divya Raghunanan, social studies. And for science, highest possible score, Divya Raghunanan, science. We move to Korean location. Highest score in mathematics goes to Nayaz Ali. Parents, special invitees, you may hear of one person receiving many awards, but this is where the result speaks for itself. Continuing with Korean location, this young lady would have been able to achieve the highest possible score in 3 areas. After Nayaz, she was able to attain the best score for English for language, for social studies, and science. She is Alyssa Sipasan. She deserves another huge applause. This is 3 subject area. Moving on to the diamond location. Highest score in mathematics. The award goes to Surya Prakash Kamta. The awards for the highest score in the subject area of language and social studies goes to Giselle Hunt. And in the area of science, the award goes to our little scientist, Krishna Durga. As we move on to the Suicide location. Calling the class teacher. The award for mathematics goes to Stephen Siriram. In the area of language, that special subject award goes to Jonathan Jadwir. And this young man was able to cop the other two subject awards in social studies and science. And the award goes to Isaac Tang. And there you would have had it, everyone, for the subject awards. We would like to move to the discipline awards. Across the 4 locations, you will get to meet the persons who will be awarded for best attendance, rain or sun, if we even had a part of a hurricane. These were the children that was present every day. We could not find not a zero on that register. The most improved, we're looking at children as they began their 2 years journey in the grade 5, going into the grade 6. They would have worked really hard to bring their scores, their performance up from one level to the next. And the most discipline speaks for itself. This child here, I've never had to see me or Miss Dorset or any of the administrator, not one day. They were there, they were focused, they were attentive, and you will hear of these children as I call their names. Let's start with Tuesday. Best attendance goes to Renata Bagwendin. Rain or sun, diamond location, Surya Prakash Kamta. Come on. You know what is it to be in school every day? At the Crane location, the best attendance go to Samir Sugdio. At the Luziknan location, the best attendance go to Mahavir Narayan. Now you'll hear about the most improved. And like I would have mentioned, it's not just the grade 6, but these are children we looked at from the grade 5, the 2 years of utmost preparation that was done for common entrance. First Tuesday, most improved, goes to Ruben De Jong. At Diamond, most improved, goes to Effie Patterson. At Crane, most improved goes to Aliyah Nazamuddin. Oh, okay. And most improved for Lusiknan location goes to Selena Bash. To the pupils of given the award of most discipline, we sincerely hope that you keep this up as you endeavor to go on to your secondary journey. Selena, you can. For Suzai, the most disciplined child, goes to Caitlin Fasad. At Diamond, the award for most discipline goes to Surya Prakash Kamta. This boy carrying away everything. Plus best attendance. Very good, Surya Prakash. At Crane, most discipline goes to Zayad Hussein. And lastly, most discipline at Lusiknan, the child. This award goes to Alyssa Ganesh. Aww. Now that would have concluded our special awards in subject discipline and the certificates. So we'll ask everyone after this final presentation with their teachers and administrators to take a group picture, after which we have some very special people who have some presentations to make. Then we will invite all the graduates, yes, to throw their caps as they officially leave the primary journey of education into the secondary. But please don't hurt anyone. All right, so let's head this way for some pictures.
Okay, so we're gonna call on Ifia Patterson. We have a special award for you. Kindly put your hands together. Compliments of G&J Phone Card Investment. We're calling on Ryan Lacan. And this award is from his parent. We're calling on Alicia Singh. And as well from her parent. Mahima Lachman, kindly take the stage. This trophy is sponsored by Amit and Sheena, General Shop. So we will continue with me calling on someone special to give charge to our graduates, and that will be no one else. Before I mention the name, give me the honor just to say a few words about her. So Miss entered the teaching profession in 1987. At that time, I was 7 years old. Briefly then, back in 1992, taught at the secondary level to 2011, then became an education officer. Worked on the coast and also in the hinterland until retirement in 2022. But it didn't finish there, because she is currently our administrator at the Crane location, and no other but Miss Carla Prescott. Kindly put your hands together for her.
Thank you, Miss Lovell. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, graduates. Are you hearing me? Graduating class of 2022. Give a round of applause for yourself. You've done it, right? You made it. I know many times you felt that your teachers were pushing you too hard, your parents were pushing you too hard, but you've made it. You have come to the end of one level in education, and now you are faced with another level that we call the secondary level. We played at the first level, that's nursery, to learn. We played. When we got to the primary level, when you got to the primary level, it took you some time. There were some challenges. There were things that you think you did not know. But you know what? You learned it. Now you are entering a phase where education has become more meaningful to all that you have done during your foundation years of primary and of nursery and primary. I wish to congratulate you once again for your success. As a result of your hard work, you would have been awarded a place at the secondary level. And at this time, I would ask all the graduates to stand. Because you were successful, you have brought honor to yourself, to your parents, to your teachers, and to Camille's Academy. And I would like all the staff this time, to give them a round of applause. I charge you today to continue to make education a priority. But at this phase of your life, you will be a little more responsible, so that you don't have your parents looking over your shoulder to ensure that you do your work. Remember that it was the great Nelson Mandela who said, and I quote, "Education is the most powerful weapon that you can use to change the world." And I know many times we look around and we're not satisfied with what the world looks like. But it is your responsibility as the youths of tomorrow to give the world a beautiful face. I charge you to make education a priority. I charge you to self-study. You know, many times we sit and we say the teacher did not come to the class. We need to remember that your teachers are flesh and blood, just like me and you get sick sometimes, isn't that so? Is not so? Good. So sometimes your teacher might be sick or may have a situation that they cannot turn out. I want you to self-study. Study by yourself. Allow the idle time to fall outside of school hours. Number 3. Be yourself. Many of you or many youths allow themselves to be carried away by the whims and the fancies of their friends. But you need to remember that whatever you do today will influence what you will be in the future. So one of the things you need to do is to select a career. If you have not done that so far, choose your career. Choose who you want to be. Choose who you want to be. Choose the job you want to do when you leave school. At this phase of your study that you're entering, which is secondary, which you have entered already, here is where the subjects you choose will be determined by the career choice that you make. Do not allow your friends to choose your subjects. Do not allow your friends to choose your career. Your career must be from your heart. And let me tell you something. If you choose a career that you love, you will never work hard one day. When I say work hard, it means that not that you're not going to sweat, you're not going to put every effort into it, but what happens is that the effort you put into it will bring you so much joy that you wouldn't even feel how tired you are. So choose your career wisely, work towards it. This next phase of education will last you about 5 to 7 years. For those who will go to O levels only, you will study for 5 years. For those who will go on to university, you may do CAPE for 2 years, and then you go on to university for another 2 to 4 years. At the end of your study, you must be satisfied that you have done your best, like you are satisfied today. Your parents are satisfied, and your teachers are satisfied that you have done your best. All right? So at the end of it all, you will end up in the workforce in Guyana, either as a member of the private sector owning a business, or you may work for somebody. But whatever you do, ensure that you make a meaningful contribution to our country, Guyana, to give it that beautiful face you want to live in. A beautiful space that you want to live in. So remember, make education a priority. Are you hearing me? Yes. Make education a priority. You study, you self-study. Study for yourself. If you have to help somebody, go right ahead and help. What else? Can you remember what else I said? Choose your career wisely so that you won't have to work hard. All right? You'll enjoy every moment of it. Okay? And you make meaningful contribution to our beautiful Guyana. Thank you. You may take your seats.
Thank you very much, Miss Carla Prescott. Thank you. So may I introduce to you our guest speaker, Miss Shania Prasad. As a past student of this prestigious institution, Shania Prasad went to graduate from Queen's College after completing both CSEC and CAPE examinations. She has an associate's degree in natural science and is pursuing studies in political science and environmental science. Currently, she's employed by the Office of the Prime Minister as a producer at the Department of Public Information and is a former hostess of the NCN TV show, The Empower Hour. From the Beres Royal International College, she graduated as the valedictorian of Mastering the Art of Public Speaking course. Shania also serves as a youth ambassador at the Rights of the Child Commission, UNICEF, and Empower Guyana consultancy, through which she volunteers at the Harurani Girls' Home, a root of inspiration. Being a part of these organizations exposed her to many issues Guyana faces. These experiences taught her valuable lessons in leadership, which later sparked her interest in political science. In her spare time, she also tutors students through grades 5 to 10. This is so wonderful. So may I introduce to you Miss Shania Prasad.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everybody. How y'all feeling? I see no smiles on these bright, bright faces, I want some smiles. All right, so 10 years ago, I remember walking on this very stage, so this is a very nostalgic moment for me. And I must say thank you to the Academy for considering me to be here today. First and foremost, congratulations to all of the graduates. So I know you've worked very hard to be here today and you deserve to be here today, okay? To the parents and teachers, I must say thank you for your hard work, time, and dedication. I know oftentimes us as children, we tend to take you guys for granted. I know if my mom was here, she'd be nodding her head saying, yeah, that's true. So I can only imagine the amount of time and energy you put into your children, because at the end of the day, as parents, you only want what's the best for them, right? So with that, I just want to say that whatever your situation might be, it does not determine your success. So instead of saying that I can't do this or I can't do that, just focus on what you have and use what is at your disposal to become the best version of yourself. And to the graduates here today, you are taking a next step into this thing we call life. It's another chapter you guys will be embarking on. And I just want to encourage you to find something that you're passionate about, or even something that you're just good at, whatever that might be. Focus hard on that and pursue it with everything that you have. And at the end of the day, I promise you, you will be successful. And yes, you will encounter challenges and naysayers, but overcoming these challenges makes success all the more worthy. People will tell you no, people will tell you that you can't do this, you can't do that. But if you know in your heart that you are capable, pursue it. And please, graduates, I know we're all scared of failure and trying again, but please don't be afraid to fail. Don't ever be afraid to fail. If you look around the room today, there's something, an invention that allows us to be here today. Can anybody tell me what that is? It's the opposite of dark. Light. Good job. Do you know who invented the light bulb? Anybody? Somebody just said it. The E word. Thomas Edison invented the light bulb, right? And do you know how many times it took him before he gave us light, before we have light here before us? Anybody? He tried 1,000 times before he was able to invent the light bulb. So imagine if he gave up at try number 100 or try number 200 or even 999. Can you imagine working so hard in something 1,000 times, right? So if Thomas Edison teaches us anything, it's that we should never, ever, ever give up. Because without Thomas Edison, or if a day he just sat down and said, you know what, I'm not going to do this anymore, we wouldn't have lights. We probably need lamps all over the place or candles or something, right? So whatever it is, try, 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 try. Okay? To conclude, there's just one thing that I ask of you. Whenever you get the chance, graduates and parents too, whenever you get the chance, I want you to have a book. And this is going to be your goals book, right? I want you to write down everything that you want to achieve in your life, the tiniest of things. So maybe for this term, you want to achieve, let's say, 80% in mathematics. You write that down and you plan exactly how you're going to achieve that. Do I need lessons? Do I need to study harder? Figure out how is it you're going to achieve this tiny task, right? And once you do that, every day, you wake up and you look at that and you work towards it, and I promise you, it will come to fruition. It will be a reality. Once you write that down, you plan exactly how you're going to do that, and you pursue it every day, you will get there eventually. And again, please do not focus on negativity, because people will tell you, that makes sense, you're not doing good, you don't deserve this, you don't deserve that. Make it go through one ear and out the other one, because at the end of the day, like I said, only you have the ability to channel your success, nobody else. There's this analogy I like to use. You have grapes, right, and you leave them on the table. After 2-3 days, what happens to them? They rot, they go bad, right? If you take those same grapes and you press them, you crush them, you stress them, you squeeze them to get out that juice, what do you make from that? Wine. You can make wine from grapes, right? And once you press those grapes and you extract that juice from them, you make wine. And wine is far more valuable than those grapes, those regular grapes, right? And that wine lasts much, much longer than grapes. You leave grapes out, you do nothing with them, you don't test nothing, you just leave them right there, they rot eventually. Take those same grapes, you press them, you crush them, it becomes wine, which lasts decades, right? The longer you leave it, the more valuable it becomes, which means the longer it needs to be pressed and stressed. So don't be afraid of challenges. Don't be afraid of challenges. When you see a challenge, you just put a smile on your face and said, I'm going to overcome this. Because at the end of the day, once you overcome that challenge, it makes you a better person, more valuable. So I know you guys are excited to hear from the valedictorians, so it won't be too long. And I just want to wish you all the best in your future endeavors at your new schools, and continue to work hard, make your parents, your teachers, and yourselves proud. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Shania Prasad, for your words of encouragement. So I guess you were hearing and listening, you acknowledge, and then you take it from there. Okay, our graduates, you listen attentively to everything Ms. Shania Prasad said. You will continue on the right path. You can always overcome your challenges. Like when I opened, I said, despite of all the challenges, trials, and tribulations, we are here. And we will continue to do what we do best. So you don't want to be stagnant, but you just want to ensure that you see growth. You're not too young to learn and to listen and then take it from there. Miss Camille, I always quote her words. Miss Camille Lachman, our director, you have to want it for yourself. You can want so many things for you. What if you don't want it? What's going to happen there? I can give you everything, but still you just refuse and you reject. So it's up to you as well. So now we will hear from our valid Victorian, and that is Stephen Sriram. Put your hands together for him.
So good afternoon, parents, teachers, and fellow graduates.
We are about to step into a new chapter in our lives. Stepping out of primary and into secondary can be both scary and challenging at the same time. Our journey to this point was not a smooth ride, as we faced many obstacles along the way. First, there was the pandemic, then the closure of school for almost 2 years. Then came my jumping from grade 4 straight to grade 6, which was a bit challenging for me, not having any schooling other than what my mother would have taught me at home. As I entered grade 6, I told myself I can do this since I had the support of my parents and an amazing teacher, Miss Simone, who made learning fun and who always told me I can do great things once I put my mind to it. I am truly honored to be representing this year's NGSA class. I would like to thank my wonderful teacher, Miss Simone Sutton, for all of her words of encouragement, and my parents and my second mom in America for all their time and sacrifice to make me successful in this journey. Last but not least, my fellow graduates, thank you for an amazing year. We all succeeded and we had fun doing so. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Stephen Siram. You needed that little push from Miss Simone. You see, parents, when you drop off our children at school, we are the parents from that time. Let me give them back to you. But next, you know something? I always say to you that we spend the most time with them than you. So teachers, give yourself a round of applause. We love them, and we love you too, because if it wasn't for you, we could not have been these wonderful educators here. So thank you very much again, parents. Okay, so for our vote of thanks and closing remarks, before I go into that, I just want to leave a quote with you from Malcolm X, which it says that education is our passport to the future. For tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today. And I would like to call on our CEO of Camille's Academy, Inc., Miss Camille Duki Gora. Put your hands together for her. So without Miss Camille here, we will normally address her as Miss Camille. Would we have Camille's Academy? No. So put your hands together again for her.
Good afternoon, everyone. All right, so I'm here to do the most important task, and that is to give gratitude. Because a life of gratitude is so amazing that I believe in something you call karma. Every action has its own reaction, and our life is all about the choices we make. I stood at the back, and as we were preparing to start our second graduation, which is our CSEC class, I felt so proud to listen to Shania I remember Shania starting Camille's Academy many, many years ago from our nursery department. And when I asked her to be our guest speaker at primary, it was with a very good intention. Many of our graduations, we would have very important people in public offices, but this being our 20 years since we have been signing up CSEC children, 25 years as an academy, yes, sometimes I do feel old. 20 years signing up CSEC. So this year is a very, very important year for us. As you may be on your way out, you will see the older children coming in because they will be celebrating with us our 20th CSEC anniversary. And as we were planning for graduation and I reflected, who would I like to have at our graduation? A very great idea came to mind. I really want our babies sitting on my left hand, and I can see some on the right, to understand that some of you may not have made a place in the top 25, but that doesn't mean you are not as good enough as the one who are the valedictorian. And I would often remind them, especially for NGSA, that is just the foundation to your secondary. But we all want to have a very good foundation so that that transition can be very, very easy. And I remember Shania securing a place at QC, spent 5 years and went on to Cape, and today when she sent her bio, and I read it this morning, I must say I am very, very proud of you, Shania. And amongst us, we have many, many young people who have that same potential. But at the end of the day, it all comes back to our attitude. Attitude towards life, attitude towards our school work, but most importantly, attitude towards our parents. This life is so funny that sometimes you go through, and I've listened to many young people and their struggles and their challenges. But when you listen or you try to do a research, many of them go through these challenges because they have not been good to their parents. I am a Hindu, but that doesn't mean I do not believe or practice what the other religion practice. But what I also know as well, that our parents, we should consider them our earthly gods. They were given to us for a reason. And as I start here this afternoon by saying that we should always live a life of gratitude, first and foremost, we need to show that gratitude to our parents, because without them, we could not have been on this earth to enjoy this beautiful life. And as we journey through life, NGSA class of 2022, always remember, discipline starts at home. And when I say discipline, I mean everything that is related to the way you conduct yourself. Continue to be very humble. Continue to be very, very simple. But most importantly, your dedication is what will give you the kind of results that even you yourself would pinch yourself literally sometimes, like I do, and ask yourself, how did I get this far? How did we manage to achieve so much? When you sit and you reflect, you'll be amazed to know it is the choices that you have made, the respect that you continue to show, the dedication to whatever is necessary to get you to that task, and the commitment that it requires to get you there. Those are the basic things that are required to achieve what Shania would have achieved, and many, many more. They're very simple things. It's no magic, it's no secret. They're basic virtues that we have to practice as young people. And as you move on from primary and you enter secondary, it's important that you continue to live your life practicing those basic values. And once there is discipline in everything that you do, you'd be amazed to see how even your academics would fall into place. And that is basically the charge this afternoon. I'm not supposed to be doing a charge, but I feel inspired by just listening into Shania, and I wanted to share some of those experiences. My task here is to do a vote of thanks, and that is what I will do now. So as we continue with that vote of thanks, first and foremost, I want to thank the administrators. I absent myself from this function in its earlier stage because I put you all to the test. Ms. Lovell mentioned that without Ms. Camille, there is no Camille's Academy. I beg to differ. We have to go one day. As sad as it sounds, that is life. With birth comes death. But there's a thin line between birth and death, and all comes back to our choices. And that is why I'm here today, and I made that choice to absent myself from the team to see how well they can perform. How can they do this? We've been doing it for 20 years, where I practically was the backbone of all of this planning. Today, I'm just a guest like all of you. But so with that said, let's give our first big resounding applause to show gratitude to the administrators. We're not tired. As I can see, you guys can go probably another hour or two. For the NGSA class of 2022, let's give a standing ovation to your parents. Stand, applaud them for bringing you this far. Turn around, give them a big round of applause. Thank you. And when this graduation is over, the ceremony, if you haven't, make sure you go up to your mom and your dad, or whoever is that parental figure. You give them the tightest hug, and you express how happy you are for them making today possible. That is what I would like you to do. To the parents, thank you for continuing to support Camille's Academy. And yes, now we're talking. Without you, there can be no Camille's Academy. Because at the end of the day, a business is all about its customers and its clients. You are the customer. You're the one paying for that investment. Our consumers are our babies. They're the one using the service that you are paying for. So we're all equally important in this journey. And with that said, on behalf of the entire team at Camille's Academy, we want to say thank you for supporting us in this last academic year, and thank you for making today such an amazing ceremony. Party is not over yet. We're lighting up the photo booth at the back. We have our very dedicated cameraman, Joshua. So while we're getting set for CSEC, make use of the facility and continue to create memories. You're only going to be having one NGSA graduation. Once again, thank you all so much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Miss Camille. May I endorse on what Miss Camille said? So you grew up hearing that your parent or even grandparent would say, honor your mother and father, and your days will be long on the land of this earth that we live. Some of us would say that's old people saying. We don't have time with that. But then sometimes we need to listen to our older ones. As we say, our elders, yes, let's listen to them as well. And just remember that life is not a problem to be solved, but a gift to be enjoyed. So please just continue to do what you do best. And I will now invite our NGSA class of 2022 to the stage so that they can do exactly what they want to do. And that, yes, so you will leave your certificates. You're not throwing the certificates or the trophies here. It's just your hats, okay?